10 Mindsets of High Achievers. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about the mindset of high achievers. Do you often find yourself wondering why some people are more successful than others? Do you question why the majority of the world are living average or below average lives and only a select few experience abundance? If you have answered yes to any of these questions, this video is for you. Let me start by saying that despite what it looks like, everyone can be successful. And yes, that includes you. Why? Because the only thing you need to become successful is a new mindset. In his book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, he said, both poverty and riches are the offspring of thought. In other words, what runs through your mind will either make you rich or poor. It's that simple. Everything starts in the mind. There's a huge misconception that successful people were either born into a rich family or they are the lucky few who were specifically handpicked by the universe. But this is not the case, because the evidence suggests that anyone can be successful. Media mogul and talk show host Oprah Winfrey had a terrible childhood. She was raised in abject poverty and sexually, physically, and mentally abused. However, Winfrey defied the odds, and today she is one of the richest women in the world. In many of her interviews, she speaks about the power of the mind and how she chose to believe in herself. Oprah certainly wasn't born with a silver spoon in her mouth, and I'm sure during her darkest days, she believed the universe was conspiring against her, not setting her up for success. Basically, if you want to join the ranks of high achievers, your first step is to change the way you think. Here are 10 mindsets of high achievers. 1. Failure is not final. Every successful person in the world failed before they made it. I would go so far as to say that failure is a part of the journey. And if you are not willing to fail, you might as well not bother trying to achieve your dream. Napoleon Hill also said, every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Failure has its advantages if you have the right perspective. When Oprah Winfrey lost her job as a news reporter for a local Baltimore TV station, she found her true calling and became a daytime TV host. From the outside looking in, losing her job looked like failure, but it was a blessing in disguise. 2. They believe in themselves. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. A lot of people don't start working on their dreams because they're waiting for friends and family members to give them the green light. But the reality of the situation is that the people closest to you are typically the ones who don't believe in you. When the now billionaire filmmaker Tyler Perry started working on his dreams, things got so bad that his mother told him to quit and get a job at the local phone shop. If he had listened to her, the world would have been robbed of his talent. 3. They have a growth mindset. A growth mindset believes that even if you're not good at something, you can work to improve your skills. For example, a young boy with a growth mindset might suck at math and get D's all year, but during the holidays, his parents hired a tutor, he worked really hard, and within a year, he became a B student. The opposite of a growth mindset is a fixed mindset. A person with a fixed mindset believes that if they are not good at something, they'll never be good at it, so there's no point in trying. 4. They are goal-oriented. High achievers are very intentional with their goal setting. When they have a dream, they devise a strategic, step-by-step plan, and they do the work required to turn the dream into a reality. Well-thought-out goals act as a roadmap that lead to your destination. Without goals, you're simply feeling your way through the darkness without any sense of direction. 5. They take responsibility for their actions. You'll find it very difficult to become successful if you can't take responsibility for your actions. When things go wrong in your life, the easiest thing to do is to point the finger and place blame on others. It takes a very self aware and confident person to admit that they are in the wrong. For example, the student who failed their exams because they spent more time scrolling than studying will not improve next year if they don't acknowledge the fact that they failed because of what they did not do. A person who takes responsibility for their actions is willing to do the work to improve their behavior so they don't make the same mistake twice. 6, they are proactive. A dream will remain a dream if there's no action behind it. A lot of unsuccessful people do this. They are great at articulating their dreams, but they talk about them more than they work on them. Apart from your mindset, one of the most important elements of success is proactiveness. If you are not willing to do the work, don't expect to reap the benefits of success. It takes extreme discipline and dedication to achieve your goals. It's your responsibility to get the work done. 7, they are persistent. Stephen King was rejected by 30 different publishers before finally getting a publishing deal. Today, he's sold over 400 million copies. Successful people keep going until they get what they want. The word no does not scare them. In fact, they use it as a source of motivation not to give up on their dreams. 8, they know how to adapt to their environment. When it comes to success, you can't afford to be set in your ways because the climate is always changing. Businesses today are run a lot differently than they were run 20 years ago, and those who refuse to change have been left behind. For example, Blockbuster Video did not anticipate the major shift taking place in the home movie industry. They were once the forerunners in the movie rental business, but Netflix swiped the title from under their feet without them even realizing it. The owners refused to adapt because they thought they had a monopoly on the industry. They did not anticipate how quickly the digital world would take over. By the time they realized, it was too late. 9, they are optimistic. It's easy to be optimistic when everything is going well in your life. But what do you do when you experience defeat and failure? Do you curl up in a ball and give up on life? Or do you keep hope alive? Being optimistic is a choice. While it may not feel good that things are not working out as planned, an optimistic person says, I may not be where I want to be right now, but I trust in my abilities, and I won't stop working until I arrive at my destination. 10, they strive for excellence. Excellence is very important to successful people. They have no desire to remain the same. They are always striving to become better. The basketball player Kobe Bryant was known for his excellence. His work ethic was referred to as the Mamba mentality. He woke up at 4 a.m. every morning to train because he wanted to be the best basketball player that he could be. By waking up early, he trained harder than his peers and his competitors. Kobe Bryant achieved excellence by doing what no one else was prepared to do. What are you willing to do to achieve excellence? Listen, guys, I don't know about you, but I wasn't born to pay bills and die. We are all going to have 2 dates on our headstone with a dash in between them, the day we were born and the day we died. I want to make sure that dash is full of life and living. Oscar Wilde once said, "To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people just exist." I want to die empty with every dream that I have fulfilled. When I'm taking my last breath, I don't want to have one single regret. The problem with the world today is that everyone wants to be an overnight sensation, but the reality is that it takes painstaking hard work to become successful. It is exceptionally rare to become successful overnight. And the ones who appear to have popped out of nowhere have a backstory of years of struggle. Nothing of great value comes easy. If you're going to be successful, it is important that you remember this. I hope this video has inspired you to take action now and develop the mindset of a winner. If this video has helped you in any way, smash the like button and share it with friends and family. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you're alerted every time I post a new video.